All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin with a story. Jim walks into his doctor's office and to get the results of his most recent blood work, and he finds out he has high cholesterol. The doctor asks him if he eats healthy. He says, "Oh, of course I do." "Are you physically active?" He says, kinda. The doctor says, "Okay, well, work on that. Come back in a few months. If there's no change, we'll put you on medication." Unfortunately, this is a conversation that's taking place in doctors' offices all across the country. The World Health Organization predicts that by 2020, 2/3 of all diseases worldwide will be due to our lifestyle choices. Sadly, just 20% of Canadians are meeting our physical activity recommendations of 150 minutes a week for physical and mental health benefits. Just 21% of patients report receiving real physical activity counseling from their physicians. Now, why does this matter? Well, physical inactivity costs Canada a lot of money. Increasing activity levels by just 1% could save us approximately $2.1 billion a year. Now think about the benefits of putting that elsewhere in our healthcare system. So to kind of circumvent some of the barriers to physical activity counseling for physicians, mainly time, we decided to pilot a 2-year exercise referral system in which we had certified exercise professionals working in local family medicine clinics. The physicians could refer to these professionals, the exercise professionals, and patients could receive free exercise counseling services. Now, to analyze the effectiveness of this, we individually interviewed the physicians and the exercise professionals to better understand some of the barriers to physical activity counseling in primary care. The results. Well, firstly, we found that there were barriers with regard to our healthcare insurance system, what it covers, and also the payment scheme for our physicians. Participants reported that we needed healthcare insurance that covered physical activity referrals, and they also needed a way to be able to get paid for these referrals. Secondly, we found that there's a need for increased exercise education among our current and our future physicians. They suggested that if we improve educational outcomes for our physicians on this, then perhaps they'd make better use of the referral scheme, especially with regard to chronic disease management. Thirdly, we found that there's a need for organizational, community level, and policy level support in order to more broadly implement lifestyle counseling services within our healthcare system. Now, for my thesis, the reason behind this was that I wanted to kind of better understand the ways in which we can keep people healthy and make our healthcare system more cost efficient. Mr. Tommy Douglas, when he began promoting universal healthcare in the 1960s, he suggested that chronic illness prevention was necessary to making our healthcare system more efficient cost-wise. So I hope that through my research, I can help fulfill his vision and my own of a better healthcare system, more effective healthcare system in Canada. Thank you very much.